Hey up everyone, welcome back to the Rugby League History channel. I hope you're all well on this Monday. So tonight's video is going to be me round 18 tips for the NRL 2020 season. We're getting towards the business end of the year and I'm going to bring you the first game, which is kicking off on Thursday night, and it's between West Tigers and South Sydney. And this match is being played at Bankwest Stadium. West Tigers had that comeback win against Manly last week. They weren't expected to win that game and somehow they pulled it out of the fire, won the match at Brookfield Oval. And South had a disappointing loss to Melbourne. I thought the first half they were quite good. The second half they just couldn't hold onto the ball and they really threw that game away. They had a chance to beat Melbourne and they didn't capitalise on it. But going into this match, I think if South can play like they did in the first half against Melbourne, they're in with a chance of beating West, and I think they've got a lot of quality across the field. And I see them winning on Thursday, so I'm going to go for South Sydney to beat West on Thursday night. The first match on the Friday sees Canterbury Bankstown up against Manly Warringah. This match is being played at ANZ Stadium. Canterbury have just forgotten how to win. They don't know how to win matches. They don't know how to close out games or hold on to a lead, and that's why they're bottom of the table. And Manly, you can see they've forgotten how to win as well. And last week they really should have beat West, and somehow they managed to lose that game. For Canterbury, this is, you could see, pretty much their last chance to avoid the wooden spoon, because in the next two games they play against South and Penrith, and I don't see them beating any of those teams. So this is the absolute last chance saloon for Canterbury going into this game. With Manly, they're just playing for pride and they've already got one eye on next year. So despite what's been going on with Manly, I think I'm going to go with Manly. This is a real toss of the coin game, but Canterbury just don't know how to win. And I think they've blown several chances to get off the bottom of the ladder. If they are to win this game, I think Brisbane's going to get the wooden spoon, but if Canterbury fail to win, they're going to get the wooden spoon. But I see Manly winning on Friday. The main game on the Friday sees Penrith up against Parramatta. This match is being played at Penrith Park. Penrith, you can pretty much see that they've sold up the minor premiership. I've said it for a couple of weeks now, but they've only got to win one of the last three games and they've won the minor premiership, and they could pretty much seal the minor premiership on Friday night with a victory over us. With Parramatta, I thought we played a lot better last week against New Zealand compared to the South match, but still a lot of room for improvement. If you watch me Parramatta review, it's all in there, and I see everything about how I felt after the match. For this particular game though, I'm going to go for Penrith to beat Parramatta. I think that they're going to be too good for us, and if we do manage to beat Penrith, I'm going to be shocked. So I'm predicting a Penrith victory. The first match on Super Saturday sees St George up against Canberra. This match is being played at Wynn Stadium. St George were a chance of making the top 8, but back-to-back losses against the Gold Coast and North Queensland have ended that. And Canberra lost the grand final rematch against the Eastern Suburbs. For this game though, I'm going to go for Canberra. I think despite the fact that they've got one or two players out, I think they're going to have too much for St George on Saturday night. The next match sees the Gold Coast up against Brisbane. And this match has been played at the Seaboard Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. Like Canterbury, Brisbane just don't know how to win, and in some of the games this year the defence has been pathetic, you'd see. The Gold Coast, as I've said the last couple of weeks, they just continue to turn up and shock people, and they were thorn in a lot of team sides. And I see him getting a win over Brisbane on Super Saturday night, so I'm going to go for Gold Coast to beat Brisbane. And the final match on Super Saturday sees Eastern Suburbs up against Newcastle, and this match has been played at the Old Lady, the Sydney Cricket Ground. East had that very impressive win over Canberra, and Newcastle, they had the big win over Cronulla. So you can see Newcastle have qualified for their first final series since 2013, I think it is. And Eastern Suburbs are looking just to maintain that top four position. They could possibly go in the third, I think, if they beat Newcastle. I'm going to go for Eastern Suburbs to beat Newcastle on Saturday night. I think that they're going to be too good. Newcastle could possibly put up a bit of a fight, but I think Eastern Suburbs are going to win the match overall. The first match on the Sunday sees Melbourne up against North Queensland. This match has been played at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. North Queensland had their first win in, I think, over 2 months the other day over St George, and Melbourne. They won against South, although I don't think that they particularly played that well. And if you look at the amount of errors South gave Melbourne and the amount of defence that South had to do, it was only a matter of time before Melbourne would crack them, and they got a couple of tries and they managed to hang on. I don't think that they were that great, but they did enough to beat South. For this particular game though, I'm going to go for Melbourne to beat North Queensland. I think that they're probably going to win 13 plus. I think they're going to do it quite comfortably. And the final match to close out the round on the Sunday is Cronulla Sutherland up against New Zealand, and this match has been played at Cogra Oval. Cronulla lost to Newcastle last week, very disappointing. All they had to do was win and they would be top 8, and New Zealand wouldn't have had a chance to qualify for the finals. But with Cronulla losing, New Zealand has a chance. They got to win, I think, pretty much all 3 games to make the finals, and they can do that with a victory starting over Cronulla Sutherland on Sunday afternoon. For Cronulla Sutherland, they got 3 of their main players out, one through suspension. Chad Townsend, I think Wade Graham's also suspended or injured, and they've got Toby Rudolph who's out. There's going to be a lot of responsibility on Sean Johnson. The thing with Cronulla is that they score a lot of points, but they also concede a lot of points. And I think for this particular game, I'm going to go for New Zealand to win. I think New Zealand would have been a bit disappointed after losing to Parramatta. They know that they've got to win all 3 matches to qualify for the finals. Cronulla's got a few players out and they're going to be feeling the pressure, so I'm going to go for New Zealand to win. So anyway, that's me round 18 tips for the NRL 2020 season. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button. And if you like the content that I'm creating on the channel, click that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you get an email when I release a new video. Anyways everyone, I'll catch you all later, and look after yourselves. Tatty bye.